So why do you think peer is bad? But can't you say Canada was in the best shape under the Harper government? But can't you say that under the Harper government, Canada was in a very good position? And Pierre worked alongside with Harper? Well, what about all, even just as an everyday? No, that's wrong. So, well, that I'm just pulling up a fact. Just give me a minute. I gotta just give me 2 minutes. Well, no, it's just the reality of it is the housing prices has went up much more under the Liberal government than it did under the COVID. And then we flooded our country with immigrants. Well, we flooded our country with immigrants. See, we would have crashed in 2007, 2008 if we didn't flood our country with immigrants. I got a CFA in finance, so I did go to school for finance to be a financial analyst. So the ending reality of it is we're protecting the bank's interest instead of the people. Well, the problem that I'm having is we're protecting the bank's interests instead of the people's. And that goes back to all parties. That's not a single issue because no matter who we vote in or out, the problem is there's still so many seats. It's the same people making the decisions. We need a reform in our entire government.
Exactly.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll go to the
while you
page.
give 2 seconds, can I? Hey, small town, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Look, I'm a Canadian citizen. I'm born in Canada, but I grew up in Fiji, New Zealand, and Australia. So I'm looking to come back, but I want to know your point of view because you've lived there, obviously, more than I have in Canada. So tell me more about why you think it's bad, please. Yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. To make it easier, 5 reasons or 10 reasons. Well, I mean, you have your life, man. So I thought I'd just come and ask you. Reasons. Mhm. So, oh no, I haven't. I haven't. Mm. Gotcha. Right. Canadians. Right. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. But can I ask you something if if that's okay with you? So look, we'd say about 10 years, the past 10 years. From what I understand, we've got a lot of family up in BC as well, and Edmonton, Calgary. So, do you believe that the Trudeau government, led by him and maybe Carney, were better for Canada? And do you think no, right now? So, I mean, you're saying that Pierre would be bad. Would it be, let's say, another 10 years of what it is right now, as it is right now? Would it be better for Canada? Or are you thinking of maybe voting for a different party? Okay. Oh, really? In Canada? Oh, okay. So maybe that's why a lot of Canadians love Australia and New Zealand more, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
it's a very strong one, man. Yeah, it is. It's super strong, man. Congrats, man. Awesome.
I'd love to be the 51st state. Yeah,
Well, look, I think it's playing. It's a play, man. It's definitely a play.
I'm very serious. It would crash our housing
It's
market.
definitely a play. It's not. I think it's a play, but trying to move on with. Thank you. Oh, sorry, myself or. Well, no, I think Canadians want to be Canadians. I don't think it's right, but I think it's also a play. I think you're a smart man when you see what it is, and you know how Trump just playing words to aggravate, but also like maybe bring out something within the Canadian people. And you know, I know you think it's a bad thing, but I think it's a good thing because it's bringing up Canadians to be more patriotic. That's what I think, and that's what we see right now. Thank you.
Hello.
Well, it's good, man. Look, I'm proud to say as a Canadian that as another Canadian, you're actually not just talking about it, you're actually doing it. So apart from my accent, I know it's a mixture of New Zealand and Australian, but um, that's what I like. I like people that actually do things without just saying things. You know, so it's good. It's good. It's amazing. At least you're trying to put your country first.
Paul.
So then, who would you vote for? NDP? Could you
Namesies.
maybe just give a 30-second reason why? I don't want to take up too much of your time. Oh, just look. Oh, okay. Yes. So similar to Australia. It's the same with New Zealand as well. So New Zealand and Australia are the same. Yeah, that's good, man. So thank you so much for your opinion and giving me the time, man. Appreciate it. Good man.
Serenity. Serenity. It's
I
like
know,
I
I
said
know.
in the
So I might.
comments, Cope or Scroll. Oh, she's still bitching at you for dropping the traitor.
No way.
Oh, my people, I have found my people.
You didn't introduce me when I got up here.
No, he did. He did.
I'm more
Did
special,
you?
Maddie, that's why.
Maybe. I
I don't know.
Canadians.
I'll say
Are
hi,
you
don't worry.
French, Small Town? Oh, interesting. Okay, very cool.
Chinese.
Ew.
Okay, very
No,
cool.
would that mean
Excuse
like
me.
half? What do you mean half British, half American? Do you mean like British? English? Oh, okay. So no.
So is he British or American then?
Wait, that's pretty close to the Virginia is like
But I mean, like,
You there?
so
Virginia is like pretty close to the frontier, right?
It is. It
Virginia the
is.
frontier?
For like the 1660s.
that would be the same thing as saying like, so I am hardcore Acadian, like with my DNA and my heritage, but that would be like saying, oh well, are you from France then? But
There's an
no,
arcade.
it's a completely
Okay.
different thing.
So
There's,
may I ask,
Yeah, it gets
Betty, is Acadian? What is that race? If you don't mind me asking.
So
Sorry.
it's not a race; it's a culture. So it was a colony.
No, there isn't.
So
Oh, culture,
sorry,
yeah.
I did a factory reset.
Acadians were a tribe of people. They no
I'm like,
longer.
true. And then I had to think about what I said for a second. Okay, so it was basically a colony that was established by France in the 1600s, and it was a French population. So when you look at
Oh, in
Canada and the
Canada. So, okay.
francophones,
Look, now I understand. Yes, you're right.
They
I
moved
understand.
to Louisiana and became Cajuns.
Thank you, Betty. Appreciate
not
it.
all of them, not all of them.
No, not all of them, but majority of them.
But yeah, due to the expulsion. But
Mm.
yeah, so a lot of people don't know who Acadians are because they automatically link the francophone community with Quebecois. But yeah, no,
Mm.
there's us Acadians. Vive l'Acadie.
There's an
My
Acadian
grandma was
in Master of Liberal Tears is live right now who is the most ignorant fuck I've ever spoken to.
Story checks out.
Whoa.
What?
my grandma was Acadian and she loved the monarchy. So
Acadians are
I find
honestly
that
the most fascinating to meet sometimes. Well, not ignorant ones, but well,
We're
because
rare
like
breeds.
Acadia was the story of the Acadians was what I remember in history anyway was like fascinating to me.
Yeah, we're pretty cool. We're pretty solid.
There's another one off the islands who were obliterated. They begin with a B. Beotooth? No. Anyway,
All right. So anyway, if we say Pierre is bad for Canada, and not sure if Trudeau was bad for Canada for the last 9-10 years, and we've got like Kanye coming up, who would you actually vote for? So this is for everyone, so that I can get an understanding as well.
You're cutting out a little bit.
So who would you vote for? I mean, look, if we're not going for Pierre, if you're not going, and if Trudeau's been prime minister for last 9-10 years, and then we've got his predecessor, it's pretty much the same as him.
he was not.
Who
No,
would you actually vote for?
Carney is nothing like Trudeau.
Yeah, so please explain it to me because look, I'm coming with peace. Yeah, so I'm coming with no understanding to understand. That's all.
If you know how,
Oh,
if you know, like, if, to compare them, it'd be like Jeremy Corbyn versus Keir Starmer.
yep. So I'm in Australia, but I'm Canadian as well, just to let you know. So I still have to vote. So just letting you know.
But yeah, no, like if you look at Keir Starmer versus Jeremy Corbyn,
Yes.
but I mean, in terms of the two leaders of the party, one is more left, one is more of you know what I mean? Like they're very different leaders of the same party. Yeah, yeah. He was ousted, but regardless, it's the same
So my
party, but
friend,
two very different leaders.
Small Town just said, look, it's not going for either one. So is there anyone that will go for either side?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, I do talk. I'm going to get kicked out because I'm
Eddie, what I
considered a
meant was,
traitor. Well, you also stated that if you don't vote NDP or Liberal, you're a traitor too, right?
No, he said if you don't vote,
He
So
would never say that.
He never.
just vote. Just
Yeah.
fucking vote.
Well, I'm voting. Don't get me wrong. I've been voting. I'll vote.
Perpetual victims.
Oh my god, I just shuddered at you saying my friend.
so on this panel, who's voting for Pierre?
100%. I'll vote Pierre. Need a strong leader. It's a simple fact. Carney is just a puppet. Was the puppet controller for Trudeau? It's simple. It's already been proven.
So, how do you
No, it
feel about
wasn't.
his policies against the 2S LGBTQIA plus community?
So
Excuse me?
How do you feel about his policies against the 2S LGBTQIA plus community?
Betty, could you
What
explain
policy
more
has
on that,
put forward on that?
please?
Because there's only two genders, and that's against the policy of people's rights.
Yes, it is, because I'm not a male nor female.
Answer the question.
Betty,
Killer Q just did. Killer Q just did. Were you not listening?
No, there's too many chatter.
I'm neither male nor female. And an ice cream, please.
hey, oh, was that you the whole time? You know, I thought it was someone else the whole time, but it was you the whole time. Oh my gosh.
So,
No
anyway,
mindset.
Yeah.
Polyev is taking away my human rights because I'm neither male nor female.
Well, I'm not taking anybody's right. That's your beliefs.
I said
I respect people's
Polyev.
beliefs.
It's not my
Two
belief.
things.
It's not my belief.
Well, hold on for a second. As long as you don't force upon your religion or beliefs on me, I respect everybody else's religion
But
and
he's
beliefs.
taking
But
away
don't force upon somebody else
he's
that doesn't
taking
have to
away
respect
my
them.
ability
What
to
ability is he
access
taking away?
gender affirming care.
A what?
Gender affirming care.
So,
He never said that. I've never
Yes, he
heard
did.
it.
Acknowledging that there's only male and female means that there's going to be he's going to be opposing anything towards gender affirming care for well, even for I guess cis
Right.
bodied
He did
people,
say
but
there's two genders. Yes
my
and
friend
no. Absolutely said
but
Killer
that.
that's not
Q,
true.
So
can
you think it's
just 1
okay to have a
second, puppy.
50-year-old man go into a girl's
I sorry,
bathroom?
sorry, Betty.
No, it's not. It's
No,
only
that's not what people are saying. And if you think
oh,
men are going into
100%
women's
people are saying
bathrooms
that.
for the sake of that, if you think that men are going into the women's bathrooms under the guise of women to abuse women, you got another fucking thing coming. Because if they're going to do that, they're just going to go in and abuse the women. They're not going to hide under a wig and dress.
What?
Yeah.
So you're okay if a regular man just claims, okay, I'm identified as a woman today, I can walk into a woman's bathroom and go to the women's bathroom. You cannot discipline me in any way of my rights of belief as if I was a woman.
Like, what part are you not getting about this mindset? Like, you're just feeding into this propaganda.
No, I'm not propaganda. It's just like Islam is
I am
getting
not a
thrown
he,
down
him.
our
I'm not
throat.
male, so don't refer to me as a he or him.
Come on, Tom. You have to let them listen to each other as well. That is fair. That was funny though, but I
Oh, it was the best.
mindset,
Hey, Mango.
my friend. I just added you. Not sure if you can hear me. So guys,
So, okay,
guys,
can we move from the bathroom propaganda shit for a second? Why do you feel that people from the 2S LGBTQIA plus community cannot receive adequate care?
They can definitely receive adequate care. I'm never saying they wouldn't.
Not if they're not going to be getting gender affirming care.
It's not. That has never been proven. It's going to stop.
exactly.
It's what?
With the acknowledgement of two genders,
It has never proven.
but it. Just like he's probably going to fund taking away abortion in this country.
Well,
AB.
Sorry. I'm not.
And wasn't there a vote, and all of the conservative MPs said they were against AB?
So let me ask you a question. So you're
And
saying,
when gay
let's
marriage was legalized in this country, his gay father sat in the gallery and he voted against it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me how he's not against. Tell me how he's not against the 2S LGBTQI plus community.
Killer.
Yeah, he voted
Was it,
against gay marriage.
so
While
we're
his
going
father,
to.
his gay father, sat in the gallery and watched.
That's pretty gross.
so, Killer, can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Mindset was trying
Like I
to
said.
say something. I'll give him the
Oh,
benefit of the
Betty, go
doubt.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do you? Do you? It's okay.
What were you gonna say, Mindset?
What I'm saying is simple as this: when I believe of other people's beliefs and spiritual, doesn't matter what their culture is, I respect it. But when you actually starting to throw propaganda, including religion, down my throat that I have to accept it on my everyday life, but I don't get to respect my culture, my religion, any shape or form.
Hmm.
How's that any fair?
So
So
let me
I
take
have to
this.
put up
No,
with I have
can
to
I?
put up
Can,
with heterosexual or yeah, I have to put up with heterosexual culture every day, all day, in front of my face, all the time.
Right, and I have to
That
accept that
has to
they
be
can
shoved
believe.
down my throat every day. I
all
don't bitch and
we
complain.
all we
Oh, I don't have
want,
to complain.
mindset.
Your
All
nor-
we
this is
want,
your normalized world,
mindset.
but my
All we
normal.
want
I
is to
have
be able to walk down the street without
right.
having the fear of being attacked because of our sexual orientation.
Your
Or
sexual
gender
orientation is not
identity,
fair to
or
me at all. I have a
So,
lot of gay friends. Matter of fact, I support it.
Don't
I'm not
tokenize your
racist. I
friends.
have black friends.
Okay,
That's
listen.
a classic.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna
yeah,
get
but
shut
look,
down because it's
you're not gonna get
now.
shut down, man. It's the freedom of
This is
speech.
now no
Okay.
longer a friendly conversation.
Exactly. He's saying some pretty fucked up
Like,
shit, but continue, mindset.
I just
right?
want to
It's
point
just
out.
it's just like this. It's just like family law. A man cannot speak in family law because they are considered a criminal. So
This
when
has
I
Oh,
nothing
come
to do with
on.
hold on
family
for a
law.
second, this has lots to do. If I go against an LGBTQ, if I go against an LGBTQ, I'm considered exactly what you're saying.
Homophobic?
I don't go against it. I just mentioned my best friend. My best friend just left his marriage to be with a guy, and I supported him. Actually, I backed him when we actually do play cards together, and other people didn't go against him. I said we're all human. We all have our own beliefs. The only thing I have a problem with is when I have to walk in public and have it thrown into my face that I have to
What about when I'm
shut up
walking in
and be
public?
quiet.
What about when
Simple.
I'm
How
walking in
how
public
is
and I
it
have to get
though?
it thrown in my face?
Killer Q, just wait. How is it thrown in your face? Can you answer that?
How do I throw it in my face?
How is it thrown in your face?
Well, it just happened this past weekend. When I was in
Explain.
Toronto, yeah, when I was in Toronto Town Square, we were just
What
walking
happened
together.
in
We
Toronto
had,
downtown square? We're not all from Toronto.
yeah,
Show us on the
but not
doll what they
everybody's
did to
from
you.
Betty, he's trying to
Toronto, right?
explain it.
What I actually said to her, when I had the LGBTQ throw me a thing about Pierre, about this propaganda stuff, I just said, listen, I politely regret, not, I said, I politely don't want this information. I'll move on. And then I got attacked by 7 individuals saying that I was against them and made a scene. I took
How did they
I
attack you?
filed. Oh, they attacked me. Yes, they did.
I
Verbally.
said
Ow!
how. How?
How?
How did they
Oh,
attack you?
they verbally walked me and announced this man, this person, is against LGBTQ and he is a bias and sexual against LGBTQ. That's when it all started. I just took the high road, walk and smile because I wasn't even part of it. I didn't even care. Just because I denied to accept their pamphlet.
And you could have taken that pamphlet, walked away, and as soon as you were around the corner, you could have thrown it in the trash.
I politely says I'm not interested. And that's all I
And you could
said.
have taken it and walked away and
I
thrown it
don't.
in the
That
trash.
means you're forcing me to take something I do not want.
I'm sorry, but
No
there's no
one's trying to
reason.
convert you.
Perpetual
Yeah.
victim. Perpetual victim.
I'm a
Like I
victim
said.
now.
Yeah.
Absolutely
You
not.
said you were attacked.
I was attacked, but guess what? I also I am stating facts. I'm not a victim. I don't believe in victims. I'm just stating a fact. When I said I politely stated what I said, not interested, then they were coming after me. That was the disrespect.
You're a victim.
I wasn't a victim. They attacked me. I
If you're
just
saying
walked
they
away.
attacked you, you are a victim of their attack.
Like,
I'm a victim of
attack
their
is a
attack. When I
very
took the high
bold
road, shut up. I
statement.
don't say I'm a victim, period. I was a victim of being attacked, but I also don't claim I was a
Well,
victim.
you are a victim. You just said you're a victim.
Oh my God! You know what? The propaganda against the LGBT is it's always a lose-lose situation.
No, it's okay
Why
if
don't
you're a
you?
victim. The first step is talking about it, man. It's all good.
But
I don't take it personally. Then.
Thank you,
like
Mango.
you, like let me spell this out for you. Bye, Poppy. Let me spell this out for you. When it comes to the 2S LGBTQIA plus community, they are a part of a marginalized group.
Okay,
All we want is to be
right?
able to walk down the street and be accepted, and that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen here. It doesn't
What
happen
is
here.
here?
Canada.
Absolutely.
Woo!
There you go. I'm on the same page. Never said that. If someone
But you
politely,
are.
Oh my God.
right? If I politely listen, what I've
Why is it
stated
okay
was,
for
if I
you to be
politely
saying it's not
declined the
okay?
pamphlet, is just a respectful saying no, thank you, but wish you all the best. That's the way I see things. If I took the pamphlet and made a scene about it or throw it in front of them, that's disrespectful. That's
Or
how
you
I
didn't
view
have to
things
make a
in life.
scene, like we're
I
saying.
didn't have to
You could
make a
have
scene. I just
you could
politely
have
said no,
taken the
thank you.
pamphlet.
I
You could
Sorry,
have
politely
just
just
said,
wait.
taken the
Just wait.
pamphlet.
I
Wait.
politely said no, thank you. That's
Wait,
it.
guys. Pause this because I'm
How's
just seeing
that being
something.
negative?
Mindset, 1 second. I'm seeing something super fucking gross in the comments. When
Well,
someone says no, no means no. Do not equate being homophobic and transphobic to an SA victim. Shut the fuck up.
Who's saying that, dude? What? What? The people who say they don't want this shit pushed on them are the ones pushing their shit on everybody else.
That's the truth. Yeah.
Anti-vax, anti-vax.
It's very hypocritical.
I'm being hypocritical now?
Yes.
Oh, I no. Well, I mean,
Hostile.
adverse.
Very deeply.
Mindset. I was the same way until I met Small Town and Killer Q, and now I'm just straight up out of the closet.
I knew I'd get you over, baby.
Yeah, no, he flipped me like a skillet, bro.
Afraid of
He's
what?
afraid of freedom. He's afraid of
I'm
feeling his
afraid of freedom to speak
feelings.
my mind. I speak it freely. If your question about see
What about my freedoms? What about my
I'm
freedoms
getting
mindset?
blasted for being
No,
a
no, but
question
what
about my
about my
sexuality
freedoms?
because I denied to take a pamphlet here.
What about my freedoms? Who's blasting you?
Hey,
My
listen,
freedoms.
everybody's entitled to their freedom. I have no issue with that. I just mentioned my
So
best
my
friend.
freedom existing in public offends you, though.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does. Because if I were to have a male presenting partner, and I was expressing my love to them with public displays of affection, that's shoving it down your throat, is it
No, it's
not?
not. I mean, said that to
Really?
my. We were in Toronto. We were walking. Okay, whoa. Okay, I was with my girlfriend. We were enjoying a beautiful walk. A couple, which I said, "Hey, honey, look at the couple. They're looking happy." There was two guys holding hands, walking down the street. One with high heels. All I said to them, "They look happy," because that's what I saw. Did I question about sexuality?
Okay.
No. Did I care? No, because it doesn't bother me. It's just when things are thrown upon me bothers me.
So
I walk away in the high road. Says, "Okay." I politely said no, and I moved on. That's simple.
so people trying to advocate for their existence because they're being rejected by the majority of the community at large,
100%.
but that's
That's
shoving it
respectful.
down your throat.
Hold on. If I politely said
No.
no,
There's
oh
no
my
holding
God,
on.
when
Answer
Bubba
my
said,
question.
okay,
Answer my
you go ahead.
question.
Okay, you go. I'll give you the answer you want to hear.
No. I want you to answer my question.
Okay,
How I asked it.
ask the question politely.
I did.
Okay. Re